What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach. I have this in my car. This is your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott. And I have a bunch of, I don't know why I have these all in my car. I will wear this in a video probably someday. But it's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott. And as you see by the title below, we're going to talk about pacing, unfolding, dating intensity, so on and so forth. Now, in the future, I'm going to make a course on this, okay? Because I think it's so important. But I do want you to know the importance of intensity in relation to where you're at in the relationship, okay? And the reason I say this is because, well, before I say this, please subscribe. But the reason I'm talking about this, because I had a client who was wondering what was going on with her and her man, right? And if you see the stuff back here, it's because I'm moving my my apartment from one to another. So, but she had a situation where she was really close to this guy. It was going okay, and then she thought she was doing everything right, but she was like, well, what the hell is going on? He's pulling away. And what she didn't realize was how intense she was coming off to the guy, right? I told her that the intensity, whether it's going down or up, should not be the same from date 1 to date 4 to date 8, so on and so forth. She kept that same intensity throughout the whole date. And she's wondering why the guy's freaking out. She was worried more about what she was doing and not how the guy was reacting, okay? Again, I always say it, I said in my last 2 videos, if a woman can understand the context and put herself in a guy's situation and think, okay, logically, why is he doing that? There is a reason he's reacting this way, okay? And you should know what those things are if you watch my videos and get my guides and you know, those kind of things. You'll know pretty much for the most part, it's pressure, okay? Pressure of the relationship, the intensity, too available, too eager, too much texting, wanting to see him too much, saying something you shouldn't have said, being too emotional. I have a video on the 10 red flags. Watch that. Something along those lines, right? And she's telling me she's doing everything right, but because everything was going so good, she's like, well, I'm just going to keep on increasing the intensity. Everything's going good. There's no reason for me to pull away. He's not reacting bad. He's giving me the green light. Great. And while that's okay, it really is okay. You could do that. But the problem with her was they started too intense too fast. They shot up like that. Like I said, guys are always going to go like this, always in the beginning, whether he's trying to sleep with you or be with you. He has to prove himself. He has to win you over. His self-worth is is physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually wrapped around the aspect or the idea of a woman's feelings for him, what women in general think of him. And of course, if it's a specific woman, it's more focused. But a guy's self-worth is focused strictly on how a woman, how women like him, how women see him, and things like that. So he's going to try to win you over to see. Now, with that comes a lot of intensity. He's going to have a lot of intensity in the beginning. And usually it's going like this. Girls are going to shoot up with that. But like I said in my last video, if that's the case, you got to be very, very hesitant and aware, again, of the frame that you're creating, because when he does it, it's not okay but in the situation, but it's okay in his eyes because he's doing it. He's taking an action. He's justifying this action. Well, I like her. I think she's cool, or I want to get sex, or whatever it is. I'm going to increase the intensity. It's okay with me doing that because I like her and I want to increase the intensity. But when you do it, it's, in your eyes, it might seem okay, but like I said, it gets too serious, too soon, might freak the guy out, and he pulls away. With this girl, she never let up. If I can sum this up, it's the fact that she never let up. She kept banging. She kept going at him. Date 1, date 4, date 8 were all bam, 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 bam. She never let it linger. She, like a fart. She never let it linger. She never gave him an opportunity to push, pull, to chase her, and things like that. She was, now here's what women don't understand. Was she too eager? Not at all. Was she too available? Well, Not you with, I say not at all with the eager and availability, because you wouldn't think so, because it's not like she's blowing up his phone. But what I'm trying to say is it was a constant, let's do it this way. It was just like this, right? There was no, like, it was, when it unfolds, it's supposed to unfold naturally, okay? But when it's predictable, it's like, okay, something's going on here. Okay, and that's kind of what happened in her situation. So what I'm trying to tell you basically, ladies, and again, I'm going to make a very, very in-depth video course on this, so don't even worry about it. Again, trust me, don't worry about it. I'm going to make a course that talks about everything you need to do. This is just kind of touching it so you know what, so I could put it from here into there, right, into your head, so you know what I'm talking about, so you're a little aware of what's going on. But for the most part, I'm going to make a intense course on it, shitload of videos, very long videos, 30 minutes, hour even, because I want to hammer this home, but of course I can't do it here. But to sum this up, she was becoming predictable. While she wasn't being, you know, what I say in my red flags video, needy, clingy, desperate, eager, you know, while she wasn't doing that, she wasn't creating a challenge. She, the guy, it was predictable to the guy. The guy knows he could call her, she'll be there. The guy knows he could pull away, come back, and get his spot back in line. She gave no sign of pulling away. Again, the intensity was the same from day 1 to day 8, and she wondered why the guy needed to pull away. You need a breather, okay? You need a breather. Even if a relationship's doing well, people need breathers. You can look at married couples, for example, and you'll see that you know, the guy's like, I got to get away. I got to go out with the guys. Hun, I'll be back at 10. Don't worry, I'm going to go out with the guys, get a beer, things like that. And she lets them, right? That's a very, very balanced relationship. You have to have that if you want to keep the attraction intensity going up, okay? Hers, while it was going up, it was a very steep hill, and she came right back down, okay? You have to, I'm telling you, framing is so important. That's why I'm going to make that course. Framing, context, all those type of things are very, very important. Okay, so with that being said, ladies, there you go. Again, if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Just click the red button below for me and for Michael Myers here. Okay, William Shatner. I don't know if you guys know that, but the mask is a William Shatner mask. Yeah, and they cut the eyes out and painted the face, okay? Horror trivia of the day. I love you guys. Take care and peace.